Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail, getting ready to install yet another version of Artdeshine's Nano Graphene Coating. This is the latest version. I thought I would share the experience with you, show you just maybe a few characteristics, and if you want to look into it further, feel free. Those of you that follow the channel and have followed for a long period of time, I believe, know how I feel about graphene coatings. But Artdeshine was one of the first companies that really got a grasp on the coatings, and this being their latest version is absolutely the best version available of a graphene coating. And I'm going to take you along for the ride with the experience of applying it and showing you some results and maybe putting some numbers behind what we see. This is the kit. You see they give you an applicator, 2 pipettes, and the pipettes are there for a reason. This is a very viscous formula, and just having that dropper insert in the top is really going to ruin your day if you want to just keep using that. So let's pull that out of there. We'll use the pipettes to draw the product from the bottle, get it on the applicator, and get it onto the car. And you can see some of the other items within the package, the warranty cards, some stickers, again, the applicator, 2 pipettes, and the coating itself. Today we're working on a 2021 Tahoe PREMIER, and even though the vehicle's brand new, we've never received delivery of a brand new car, even still wrapped, that didn't need some form of correction. And even if the finish is pristine from factory, we can always deliver a higher gloss, maybe 15 to 20, 25% higher than a factory finish, just by going around and doing a bit of polishing and cleaning up the finish. To get the most out of any type of protection, preparation is going to be key. Your wash, decon, and your correction. And when it comes to correction, if you want to keep it simple, the Kakakemi M302, F601, and the H9 really take a lot of the guesswork out of your correction process. Color coordinated so they can easily team up the right pad with the right correction fluid and get you around the vehicle in a timely manner. Guys, don't be afraid to experiment with the correction fluids. Here, we're going to mix the F601, which is a fine cut, with the cutting compound. So we can, in essence, come out within the first pass, do our cutting and harsh correction, and really get a nice finish or finish down further by adding a couple drops of the F601. Simply repeat that process all the way around the vehicle, and when you're satisfied with the finish, it's time to protect and coat the car with the nano graphene coating. Simply pull that insert, the plastic dropper insert from the vial, grab your pipette, draw the coating from the vial, get it on the application pad, and it's time to get to work. Trying to share with you just how thick and viscous and molasses-like this is. This may give you an indication how it sits on top of that pad slightly before finally drawing its way into the surface of the application pad. Also, applying it onto the surface, it should look more like applying a glue to the side of the vehicle instead of an oily substance, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you can really feel the grabbiness as you are applying the product, but not to a point where I would never use the coating. You just really get the feeling and the sense that this is something substantial that you're applying to the surface of your car to protect it for years to come. And this is now a 1-layer, 7-year coating. I'd also like to share that it feels to us that a little bit really goes a long way, maybe because of the viscous nature of the coating, but just a little bit on the application pad and you can cover a lot of raw area. This version does not require the wet towel method or even the graphene leveler solution. It's a coating that's temperature and humidity independent. So, in other words, temperature and humidity does not play a part or impact the coating or application whatsoever. The coating is ultra slick, ultra hydrophobic. The flash time is about 40 seconds, cure time is 4 hours, and full cure is in 5 days. No chemicals can come in contact within the 5 days. You can rinse if you want to. The first wash should be after the first 5 days. We can also share the experience of wiping the product off with you. And you can tell there is a bit of a grabbiness with the wipe off towels. I would definitely have 3 of them by your side. Normally it's 2. The first one, just kind of spreading the product out a little bit more than the application pad did. The second one to really buff off. And I would bring in a third one behind that, a nice, soft, new plush microfiber to buff to perfection, really get the clarity out of the surface before moving on. This slowed down the application process ever so slightly. Not to the point where I would never use the product, but definitely a bit of a difference compared to other coatings out there. Now, that's a bit of a trade off. You have a 1 layer system that can protect for that many years. That's what you're going to have to work with when it comes to a real coating. So just repeat that process all the way around the vehicle from top to bottom. By the way, this coating here will also be on our store, our site, apexsurfaceprotection.store, but you will see that there's no price affiliated with the product on the site. Simply just add it to the cart and notify us that you're interested in the coating, and we'll hook you up with Artdeshine so you can get certified. This is a professional coating, not just thrown out there for anybody to get. We definitely want to keep track of those that are applying this or offering it to customers and make sure you have the proper training. Very important. Here's going to be another great shot of the coating being applied to a large panel. It really does look like wet glue being lathered on the surface compared to a lot of the oily looks you get from other coatings out there. You can feel it's substantial during application and removal, and once the application pad is primed, yeah, a little bit does go a long way. Crosshatch is recommended for the application. So this vehicle also had a full frontal PPF, which means the whole clip is protected. So what we're going to do is go around and tuck in and finish up, do some trimming, do some finishing touches on the PPF. And then, guys, this can be applied on top of PPF wraps, really anything you want. Excellent on wheels as well. Plastic trim, headlights, taillights. So we're going to finish up here, tidy up the PPF, apply the coating on top of the rest of the vehicle. And when you're done, all you got to do is take a deep breath and really enjoy the results. And as the vehicle cures over the next 5 days, those results will improve greatly. The slickness, the overall look, the gloss, the depth, and it looks killer on this 2021 Tahoe PREMIER. Let's get some numbers behind what we're seeing. We'd like to get the vehicle out of the bay and onto the customer and on its way with showing triple digits on the gloss meter. Now, we do need to urge you again to remember a fresh coating sometimes can throw off the gloss meter a bit. You're going to have some readings that are high, some a little bit lower. But as it cures, all the readings will increase and they will give you a uniform look and measurement around the vehicle when it's fully cured. Just something to keep in mind. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. I wanted to share the experience I had with it. What you do with that information is completely up to you. I don't care what you do. But if you want to look into it further, a link will be down below in the description box. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.